Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Quentin. Quentin is an Old French form of the Roman name Quintinus, which is derivative of the Latin quintus meaning fifth. Quintus was a given name during antiquity and likely bestowed upon the fifth child in terms of birth order or a child born in the fifth month of the year. Saint Quentin was a 3rd century saint who was a Roman citizen martyred in Gaul, present-day Saint Quentin, Ain in northern France, for preaching Christianity to the pagans and converting a considerable amount of Gauls. His cult grew during the Middle Ages, but particularly in France where he made his largest impact, and so a sizable number of place names are so called in honor of St. Quentin. It was believed that after his beheading, his body was unceremoniously thrown into river bank by Roman soldiers. About 50 years later, a blind lady discovered the corpse and severed head apparently intact. She said she had been led to his gravesite through prayer. She took the body to a hillside for a proper burial, and her eyesight was, of course, miraculously restored. A basilica was erected at his tomb a few hundred years later. The Normans brought the name Quentin to England in the later Middle Ages, but it has remained most popular in France and Belgium. Quentin was the 35th most heavily used boy's name in France, 2009. Personality of the boy named Quentin. The number one personality is a leader, strong and competitive. They are willing to initiate action and take risks. One personalities work hard toward their endeavors and have the ability to apply their creative and innovative thinking skills with strong determination. They believe in their ability to succeed and are too stubborn to be hindered by obstacles. Ones meet obstacles head-on with such mental vigor and energy that you better step aside. They resent taking orders, so don't try telling them what to do either. This is an intensely active personality, but they are also known as starters rather than finishers. They have a propensity to become bored and will move quickly to the next project if not properly challenged. They are the ones to think up and put into action new and brilliant ideas, but they are not the ones to stick around and manage them. This personality has an enthusiastic and pioneering spirit. They are distinctly original. Popularity of the boy named Quentin. Quentin made his debut on the U.S. popularity charts in the 5th year of the 20th century, 1905. The name really floundered at the bottom of the barrel for several years until making a massive jump up the charts in 1918. This was the year that President Teddy Roosevelt's young son, Quentin Roosevelt, was killed in air combat over France during World War I. This handsome young war hero was immediately brought into the public eye, and parents across the nation responded with increased attention to this unusual name. By the way, Quentin Roosevelt was the 5th child born to Teddy and his second wife Edith. In any case, the name Quentin was at the height of his popularity in 1918, but still not quite a top 200 favorite. The name reached similar levels of moderate popularity at the end of the 1990s, but other than that, Quentin has experienced pretty uneventful historical usage. Since Quentin has never been a trendy of overused name, it maintains a lot of originality. Not to mention the fact that it's one of those rare Q names. Quentin, like Quincy or Quinn, is just a super cool name. We give 5 stars to this 5th child. Quick facts on Quentin. Gender, boy. Origin, French. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 406. Pronunciation, Kwen. Simple meaning, 5th. Characteristics of Quentin. Individualistic, inventive, independent, strong-willed, ambitious, successful. Cultural references to the baby name, Quentin. Literary characters of the baby name Quentin. Quentin Compson is a main character in William Faulkner's 4th novel, The Sound and the Fury, published in 1929. Quentin is the embodiment of a floundering Southern culture, caught between the idealized glories of the antebellum past and the social immorality of the days since Reconstruction. Quentin is 19 years old in 1910. He is strongly imbued with the idea of the old Southern code, and seeks order and virtue in a world becoming increasingly chaotic. His sister, Caddy, represents all that he wishes Southern womanhood to be, pure and unsullied, but Caddy herself really is anything but. As she pursues a life of immorality and carelessness, she seems to augur the way all of society is progressing everywhere is ruin and despair. Against this backdrop, Quentin does what is, for him, the only honorable thing: he ends his own life. We would like to say that Caddy's illegitimate daughter, also named Quentin, retrieves the family's lost fortunes and faiths, but alas, she does quite the opposite in this story of doom. The only redeeming thing that can be noted about these particular Quentins is the lyrical quality of their shared name. Popular songs on Quentin. Saint Quentin, a song by Johnny Cash. Famous people named Quentin. Quentin Bryce, Australia's first female Governor-General. Quentin Blake, illustrator. Quentin Tarantino, filmmaker. Quentin Hubbard, son of the founder of the Church of Scientology. Saint Quentin, 3rd century saint. Quentin Moses, football player. Quentin Leo Cook, aka Fatboy Slim, musician. Quentin Matsys, painter. Quentin Roosevelt, son of Theodore Roosevelt, killed in World War I. Quentin Lee, director. Quentin Kawananakoa, Hawaiian royalty and politician. Quentin Roosevelt II, son of Theodore Roosevelt, Jr., killed in World War II.